All right, Cameron Boozer balls out again against Lipscomb College, whoever those guys are. Let's check out the highlights, and we'll get to his numbers here in a second. I do have it muted, or NCAA is taking me to prison. He reads the game really well, just catches right there. The big on big connection. I think it might have been an and one on that one, but good finish down low from Cameron Boozer. He does a really good job sealing off his man when he's in the post. Another thing too, he's always in the right place at the right time. He sees the game really well, and he's always in good positioning. Just a nice pass. Speaking of being in the right place at the right time again, I mean both of those past two plays, he just kind of finds his way over to the open spot. He does a lot of that. He he's kind of underrated as a perimeter player. Of course, getting down in the paint is probably the best thing for him to do most of the time, but just a good find in the corner. He sees the game really well. But down in the paint's the easiest thing for him to do, of course. He's just physically dominant over these college guys at this point. That's a six skip pass. I'm just physically dominant over these college guys at this point, but he has a good handle. He has a good three ball as well. Just bodies that little man, gets to his right hand. Boozer is 6'9", 250, so he's physically dominant in college. Nice little tip in at the buzzer. He's physically dominant in college. People are just trying to see how that's going to translate to the NBA level. Let's see. I guess Boozer gets the points. Looked like 33 tipped it in, but we'll give Cameron Boozer the bucket on that one. Just physical. You probably have to ice your knees after this game. Cameron Boozer is just a bully down there. See that one more time. It's kind of what I'm saying, though. That wasn't... He has great footwork as well. Boom. Combines the physicality with the footwork and the touch at the end. So it's not like that was just him overpowering people. It's bad defense, but good little pump fake and a dunk there. Just another strong move. Gets right to his right hand. There's nothing that anybody on Lipscomb could do to stop him, to be fair. Again, just a good job reading the court. Finds his open shooter. Let's see on that last one. Run that back one more time. Just easy little drop step for the finish. That's work right there. On this play. See, so Boozer has a little screen right here. He kind of faked the screen. He just gave him like a little ghost screen, a little slip screen right there. Let's see what Boozer's seeing on this one. He sees this man is guarding right there. He sees he's being guarded right here, of course. And if you look right here, you have two on the ball, basically. So he looks over here. Corner is guarded right there. He sees his shooter on the wing, and he knows this man's not going to be able to get over there in time. On time, on target. Perfect pass. He can't recover. And he gets the open three on that one. Just another seal down low. Easy finish on that one. Duke is up 21 points at this time. And just bodies all those little white boys for the lefty finish. I don't think they gave him an and one on that specific play. Now let's check out Cameron Boozer's stats on the season so far. He did play against Lipscomb this game, but the games before that, he had Michigan State, Florida, Arkansas is okay, then Howard. So when I'm comparing him to like AJ Dybantsa, some of these other higher draft picks, Cameron Boozer plays a pretty high level of competition, where with AJ being on BYU, he doesn't necessarily play as high a level of competition as Cameron Boozer is. But Boozer has the 26 points, the 13 rebounds, just another beast game. He does have the 6 turnovers, so that's pretty concerning. This is a smaller school as well, so I didn't get to see the whole game. I'm not exactly sure how he was getting his turnovers, but he usually reads the court pretty well. But he's still a freshman in college. He still has things he can work on, even though his game is really polished in a lot of different areas. The 3 assists, 1 steal as well. He's kind of an underrated defender. I always say with Boozer, once he gets to the NBA, we'll see how much his physicality translates. He's 6'9", 250, so it will translate. But what people are worried about, they're worried about if they dump the ball to him down low, and then an NBA team puts a big physical defender on him, and he's not able to overpower that defender. NBA teams are kind of worried about what's next. Now we pass him the ball out on the perimeter. He's 6'9", 250, and they're wondering, can he beat somebody off the dribble? Or, that's kind of where they're at. People are like right in the middle. Is he strong enough to overpower these guys? And if he can't overpower these guys, does he have a good enough ball handle and good enough lateral movement to beat guys off the dribble? He doesn't have much of a mid-post game to this point. Honestly, I haven't seen him go to like one turnaround jumper in the mid-post for most of the season. In his highlights, you don't really see him getting to work in the mid-post. That's one thing he could develop. But his low-post game is just so dominant right now. We saw it. He just seals people down low. They get him the pass. He turns around. He's dunking. Easy layup. Pump fake, up and unders, and ones. You saw the last play. He finishes over 3 dudes down there. And kind of the same thing I say about AJ. Cameron Boozer is playing a higher level of competition than AJ Dybantsa does. But with that being said, he's still playing against smaller college people. And like I was saying, that's what NBA scouts, I don't want to say they're worried about it. He's going top 3 for sure. But they're kind of determining if he should go number 1, 2, or 3. We'll get to that in a second, but this game he was 10 for 17. He's 58% from the field. His efficiency has been amazing. His 3-ball is really nice. He shoots 3 threes. He doesn't make any of them tonight, so he's a bit off from the 3-point line. Hits all 6 of his free throws. And again, the 26 points on 58% shooting. So his efficiency has been amazing all season long. His stats on the season right here, he's 23 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal and a half, and a block. He's just so impressive out there, honestly. Defensively, I feel like he's a little underrated defensively because he's giving you 1.6 steals, 1.5 steals in the block, basically. If you can do that at the NBA level, I don't know if I call you an elite defender, but there's no defenders in the NBA that are giving you 1.5 steals and 1 block that aren't very, very high-level defenders, at least. He's 79% from the free throw line. He does get 7 free throw attempts per game. So I'm comparing him to AJ. Cameron Boozer does a better job of getting to the line as well. AJ likes to operate in the mid-range area. His favorite shot is a fall away from the mid-range, and he's very good at it. Where with Cameron Boozer, his favorite shot is just bowling dudes, getting into the paint and getting an easy right-handed layup. And a lot of people can't stop him, so you just have to go to the fouls. And because of that, he gets the 7 free throw attempts per game. Like I was saying, he's 35% from 3. He's shooting 4 threes per game. AJ's taking about 2.5 threes per game. AJ's like 32%, I'd say. But just looking at their strokes, Cameron Boozer's mechanics honestly look even better. His 3-point shot looks beautiful. His free throws look beautiful. He's shooting the 79% from the free throw line. So I can see him developing his 3-ball even more and being, a 37, maybe 38% 3-point shooter in the NBA. I don't think he's going to be going off the dribble and trying to dance into a bunch of 3-balls, but he'll be able to at least spot up at certain times. Depending on who he's on the court with, maybe there's certain lineups where they want him to spot up beyond the 3-point arc, and I think he'll be able to take, 5 or 6 threes a game and shoot a decent clip on those 3-balls, but his main thing is going to be trying to get down low into the post and just use his physicality to score down low. I like Derek Queen a lot. Derek Queen's been awesome his rookie year. I think Derek Queen, not such a great comparison because Derek Queen is more of an offensive hub. They do have different games, but as far as their physicality goes, Derek Queen is also 6'10", 250 pounds. Derek Queen has no problem getting to his post moves and finishing at the rim, and I feel like Cameron Boozer has a similar skill set as far as their post moves go because Derek Queen, Cameron Boozer, they're not just trying to completely overpower you and dunk on you. They're both very strong. They're both 250 pounds. They both have elite footwork, and they both have excellent touch. So they're backing you down. Before you know it, he spins off you, and he's shooting a floater, and you just don't know what the hell is going on, and they already finished over the top of you. Say, like you saw in the highlight, Cameron Boozer gets to that drop step. It's not necessarily you weren't strong enough to stop him one-on-one there, but you're trying to put all your strength in, then he spins off, gets to his beautiful footwork, gets to the rim, and he's just finishing at the rim before you know it. So it's not so much his strength, it's more his strength combined with his footwork, combined with his touch. And a lot of big men in today's NBA, if you have strength, footwork, and touch, Alfred Şengün, Derek Queen, Jokic, of course, is just a god out there. But if you have all 3 of those things, you can usually develop a pretty solid post game, even though you might not be, 6'11", 7 feet tall. Because I think that's the main thing that NBA scouts are a little bit hesitant on Cameron Boozer about. he's great in most areas of the game, but you have to nitpick little things when you're trying to determine who the number one draft pick is. I still probably have AJ number one just because of his ceiling, but don't get me wrong, Cameron Boozer's the best player in college basketball today. He'll probably win Rookie of the Year, I would say. He's probably going to come out and have the most effective rookie season just with his skill set. And then once it's year 2, year 3, that's when we'll see if AJ Dybantsa is kind of closing that gap, because I feel like by the time their third year is over, I could definitely see AJ being better than Cameron Boozer by the time their third year is over. My final point, people act like Cameron Boozer doesn't have a very high ceiling. They act like AJ has a higher ceiling. I think that he probably does personally, but I just did it right now. A lot of people will do it. People act like Boozer doesn't have a lot of room to grow, and he definitely still has a lot of room to grow. I'm not saying that his ceiling is higher than AJ's. I personally think that AJ has a higher ceiling, but Cameron Boozer, he can still get better with his ball handling. He can get better creating out on the perimeter. He can get better with his passing. His three ball looks good. Like I was saying, I'd love to see him develop a mid-post game, just get a little jumper at the top of the key, a little elbow jumper. There's still a lot of things he can add to his game. So don't get me wrong, it's not like Cameron Boozer's going to come into the NBA and then what you see is what you get. Like, this rookie version of Cameron Boozer is as good as he's ever going to get, because I don't think that about Cameron Boozer. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 7 million subscribers. Let me know what you think about Cameron Boozer just balling out against these white boys, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.